Okay, everybody, I am uploading 2 videos. I just want to take this chance to go live because I want to upload this and keep it. So if you guys see me talking, this is why. But what I want to do today is start a conversation about Ben Hill Lane and what is actually going on there. How the lie began. Why are they at the church upholding this lie, not coming forward and letting everybody know? This is 110 Ben Hill Lane in Rogersville. You can Google this. You can go look for yourself. What I'm going to do is show you how to do this on your own. Probably going to have to make several of these in order to get us where we need to go, but this is actually Trulia, one of the websites that's currently not cooperating with me in moving. But hold on. See if I can get it to. Here we go. All right. 110 Ben Hill Lane in Rogersville. 780 square foot on 11.27 acres of land. This is a map, what it looks like if you go look at it. Beach Creek. You guys have seen this a million times, right? All right. If you go online and you search this listing, this is what it's going to tell you. Property is not currently for sale or rent. You can read that for yourself. Let's read this part, though, together. This mobile manufactured home is located at 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville, Tennessee. 110 Ben Hill Road is in Rogersville, Tennessee. Well, first of all, do you guys see a mobile or a manufactured home there? Okay, no, you don't. You see they're living in a little house, right? Said it was put there in 2001. Now, if you look at this, it says it was sold January 16th, 2002 for the sum of $6,500. There, okay? Prior to that, it says that in 1997, the land and everything was sold for $23,600. There's a big difference there, right? So, I don't have time to explain all this to you guys, but I know people are going to be coming here today because, like I said, I'm uploading 2 videos. One to Robin and one to someone else. And I also made a couple more people aware of what's going on, so I know they're going to come here. So what I'm going to do today is start the video out to let you guys be aware of what's going on. And then it will take me a much longer live, and I will have to do a live to explain everything because I cannot record a long enough video to explain everything, how it went down, how he came to be in possession of the land. But as far as this value being so different, I will tell you why. If you look at the property at the house that is there now, prior to him doing the renovations on that home, it was not livable. In fact, it should have been condemned. The house's windows were busted out of it. There was no power or running water. It was just more or less a shed there. But at one time, there was a trailer there. Someone did live in that trailer there. You're going to be kind of shocked when you find out who lived in that trailer before they passed away. But that's the reason why the land sold to whoever bought this so cheap. And there was a fire there too, so we'll talk about that. But anyway, Don didn't buy that for $6,500. These are properties in the area that are for sale. Most of them all are trailers. There's also another trailer on Ben Hill on the original homestead there in the way back that you guys can go look at too. All of these these addresses have been messed around with in the system and with the deeds. They're all a lot different than what they were originally, and we'll walk through all of that too. But what I do want to let you know for basic knowledge today is that Don does not own this land yet. His mother didn't die and give him this land. Don still pays for this land. He still owes a loan on this land. He still takes out more loans against this land to do improvements to the property, to add power, water, rooms, to buy himself a car. All those things require loans, right? One thing Don doesn't have and Candace don't have is credit, right? I mean, you guys can take a look through their history, and why don't y'all go look and see how much credit they've established, how long they've ever stayed in one place or held a job down for that matter, and then ask yourself, well, how did they get the credit to even buy 11 acres of land? Because I'm telling you now, let's go ahead and forego that big lie of his mother dying and giving it to him. If y'all want to go with Karen was his mother until the end of time, okay, you guys that want to go there and add 5 last names to her last name, maybe I can't help y'all. So y'all just go back over there, watch that one video on the whole internet that keeps doing that to that poor lady. Do that for me. Okay, stay over there. If you want to do homework and you want to actually get to the bottom of what's going on in Summer Wells's case, and you actually really want to figure out why all the lies, why all the craziness, then please begin to do your homework and I'll do it with you. But all I ask is let's do that. Let's be open-minded. Let's really talk about what's going on here, and let's stop being just hard-headed and acting like we're going to sit on top of a box and say that we're right and try to make the rest of the world believe that. Okay, Claudia Trent is in Utah. She's been in Utah. She's never been in Tennessee. She has nothing to do with this case whatsoever. She is simply a deed sweeper. Let's just call her what she is. She's a deed sweeper. She never knew William. She never knew Karen. She doesn't know anybody in this case. Karen never knew a Wells in her life. Karen Goad, William Goad, do not know a Wells, never did. Do not attach the two of them. They're not connected. All right, let's start there. Now, then we're going to go to how did he get this property then? How can Pam be following him everywhere he goes? Why does Pam keep coming up in the Beach Creek area? Supposed to be his ex-wife, right? Is that what people are telling me? Okay. Well, what I would ask you guys to do then, go back and let's look at their history. Let's go back and look at these kids. Let's look at them in their face with our eyes open, and let's just see what they look like with our eyes. And let's go back and look at Candace's children, and let's see what they look like with our own eyes for ourselves, and let's judge. Let's look at Summer's baby pictures. Keep your eyes open, and let's judge for ourselves. Let's really look at what we see going on in front of our eyes and see, do we think that what's going on is the actual truth? Now, there's no big conspiracy here. There's no aliens involved in coming down and taking kids away and all that. No, it's simply a sister wives type of kumbaya, SDA church, Mormon, Chad Daybell, Lori Daybell type of crazy crap we should all know good and well by now. This has been going on, guys, for what, 2 years now? And somehow we seem to not get it. Yeah, I get it. We're not being shown all the facts, how it starts. You know, we didn't ask ourselves when we went through this with Lori and Chad, well, how's Lori able to move everywhere she wants to go? You know, we knew her husband was wealthy, and Kay and them were wealthy, and they had big life insurance policies and stuff. But that was, you know, when they would die, you would get that money or somebody would get that money. But that takes time too. But in the process, she was still moving and living it up, right? Hawaii, anywhere she wanted to go, she was still doing well. All that takes money. It all takes credit. It's all things that you have to have in order to live that lifestyle. If you watch these groups of people, they never stay in one place long. It's from Utah to Arkansas. It's Hawaii sometimes too. And I just started noticing that. I had no clue they went back and forth to Hawaii. That's a new one for me. But yeah, that's somewhere they pop up too. In fact, you start tracking down Don here's places he goes, him and Donnie Wells will start popping up in Hawaii a few times. Well, at least their name. Do I think they ever went? No, I don't. But if you want to track ghosts, that's pretty much what you're doing in this investigation. You track ghosts because that's what they want you to do. They want you to believe that they bought and sold 4 or 5 properties beforehand, so it looks good to a bank who's going to pull this record, and they don't know Don Wells. They're going to pull it, and it's going to look like he's bought a few properties before, and he's sold a few properties before, and now all of a sudden he needs $35,000 to buy this land at Ben Hill Lane, okay? Because he needs a loan. And of course, that bank's going to give him a loan anyways because the bank is owned by yours truly, but they still have to cover themselves in order to be insured by the government. Well, at least they need to be appearances, right? Appearances are everything. So you at least have to do the paperwork, even if you're not really doing your homework. At least look like you did your work, right? Write the math problem out, even if you're going to use your calculator. So they do write the math problem out. They make it look like he moved everywhere in the world when most of the time he didn't really move much at all. They move him around to make him bump into certain people. Maybe he went over to Stagecoach Road, right? Because they bring everybody through Stagecoach Road when they come into that area. Because at least that way it can look like you bumped into these people that are going to run on the same paperwork you're going to run on too. But they were never there. Go look at the home at 4625 Old Stage Road. Because it's on 50 deeds as a previous property that they lived on. One that they bought, one that they sold. 4625 Old Stage Road. Go look at it. Kingsport. Just Google it. Then find the house at Street View. Tell me what you see there. It's no house. No house. They didn't buy and sell anything there. It's paper. We're chasing ghosts for appearances. So when I say question everything, you guys, I mean that from my soul. I mean question everything. So many people keep coming by these videos and I've taken them down, so I'm not taking this one down. And that's why I'm not addressing any comments, and let's just not put them here because this video is going to stay up, because it's just want this here as a beginning, just so people will just start to open your mind a little bit. No, I'm not going to talk to you about aliens. I'm not going to tell you there's a big conspiracy out here to take all the blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids to the white camps. But guess what? It's kind of close. It's the same thing that we went through with Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell, this big thing, but that they're doing. It's just this church didn't know what they were going to do with Summer, and I'm not sure that they know now. But the thing is, when they came to them and let them know what had happened, they shouldn't have just took care of it and said, well, here's your story. This is what you need to say. They should have questioned more what is really going on. We've seen your child in church. We know there's something wrong here. What do you mean she's just missing? Instead of worrying about their wallets and worrying about, was Don going to come out and say that the church was still selling him this property and this bad deed that should have never existed, and all the other stolen land that they're selling in Tennessee? Maybe they should have said, where's your daughter at? Let us go find her, if they wanted it shut up. Maybe they should have got the truth out of their puppet before they sit their puppet out here on us, for us to fall in love with the little girl, because now we have, and that was a big mistake. That's why you want to call us a circus, make fun of us, tell all the cops not to listen to anything on social media, right? Well, yeah, they probably shouldn't, because we actually do work out here, and we actually do know what we're talking about. And some of us are not going to shut up, and it doesn't matter how long we have to sit here and scream at the top of our lungs. We'll do it. I will bring every deed that you guys have ever wrote, ever sold from that bank up there, and I will bring it out here, and I will make copies of them, and I will send them to anybody who asks for one until this little girl is found. Trust me, believe that. And the only reason I'm uploading this is so everybody can just get a beginning of what's to come, because I'm uploading 2 videos right now, so I had to go live. But just remember, let's do our homework. The facts are there. He don't own this land. He never met a goat in his life. Karen's not his mother. She never will be and never was. So let's get to the bottom of why the lie's begun, and there's a great starting place for us to find out what happened. Let's just start there. Keep it simple, right? Let's start there. Where'd the house come from, Don? Where'd the house come from, church? Let's find out that. Because it wasn't Karen, it wasn't William, and Claudia Trent sitting in Utah So next, I will bring out the bank that wrote the loan for $35,000 that Don's still paying on. I want to know who owns that bank next, okay? All right, y'all. Let's have a good day. It's my grandbaby's birthday. Happy birthday, Ryder. I love you.
What'd you do today?
Me and this.